Hey guys, guess what I forgot to turn back on? All right, never mind. I'll get it right, guys. I'll get it right. Hey guys. All right, there we go. Hey Dream Mirror Brony, how's it going? I was running late this evening a little bit because my wife made a special request for dinner, and I ended up having to go to a couple different places to get everything we needed. And so when I got back, I'm quickly trying to eat a little bit of my dinner. So I put the mute button on. So when I started everything, guess what? I forgot to take the mute button off. So keep moving, cat. Go. All right. Hey, Commodore, how's it going? Yes, I actually muted the mic before I started and forgot to unmute it. So yeah, there you go. All right. Well, guys, I've been thinking really hard pretty much all day about what the title of the new drawing live stream that we're going to start next Friday, by the way, February 1st, for all you all out there. Hey, Kodiak, how's it going, man?
Uncanny in his house.
Yeah, well, barely.
Uh-oh. Well, I just plugged my mic. I've been trying to work on this stupid printer. I hate printers. Printers are the devil.
Printers are the devil?
So
yeah.
I unplugged my microphone and then plugged it back on. So.
Yeah, I have more problems with the cameras than anything else. So printers aren't the devil for me. It's cameras. But
how's it going?
How's things going? Not too bad. Not too bad. I sent Avery an invite. I haven't heard from him yet. So he, for some reason, hasn't been getting the notifications and the invites. So
yeah, I've gone through. I had not defriended and refriended you yet, but I had to go through and do everyone. If I didn't do that, I don't get notifications from them.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
Last week I totally missed y'all coming on, and I don't have Twitter notifications on at all because they would annoy the hell out of me.
Oh yeah, I gotcha. All right. Well, let's first start off by talking about tell you guys a little bit about what we're going to do next week, next Friday. I'm going to start my own drawn and quartered style drawing stream where I'll invite some artists to come on and to draw. And we're going to do it on Fridays. We're going to do it at the 7:30 hour like I normally would, the hero hour. And I'm hoping it's going to be fun. Commodore says, yes, it's weird. There's a horror movie called Scanners, but there's no horror movie called Printers. Now that's a horror movie idea. Yeah, there's no horror movie called Digital Webcam either, you know. But trust me, it's a pain in the...
You know the industry sells printers at a loss on purpose, right?
That's to sell you ink, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Bethany, how's it going?
I'm going to try to pull up the chat if I can juggle them both.
All right. Well, so I was outside this afternoon when I got home from work, and I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about and talk about the new show. And I kept, flashing back to different things I wanted to say. And I want to do a show in which we all draw original creations, original characters, original ideas. And I think the reason is, in my mind, none of us are going to create the next big thing by drawing Batman and Spider-Man and Superman. You know, this is an opportunity for artists to get together, draw, and come up with something new and interesting. Now, granted, it may take months and months and months before anybody comes up with something that actually inspires them to do something further with it. You never know. We might be able to knock it out of the park with the very first thing we draw, but you never know. But I was thinking back to, I know a couple of examples of artists who did a sketch and they were just screwing around, you know, and they ended up becoming the thing that they were most famous for. Okay, you know, like the guys, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, when they created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they were just sitting around, screwing around, joking around when they created this turtle that had like a sai in his hand, you know, and they were inspired by Teen Titans and Daredevil, which was very ninja centric back then. And they were just screwing around. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is probably more recognizable than a lot of popular culture out there.
I would argue that it's more recognizable than even Daredevil.
Oh, well, that I would agree with wholeheartedly. Another good example is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mike Norton. He's an artist. He doesn't like us, by the way. He's very much anti-Comicsgate. But he was screwing around one day, and somebody had asked him, like, design a T-shirt idea. And he did this Conan the Barbarian-looking character riding on a pug, which he had pugs at the time, and they were always a pain in the ass. And, he's always, I hate these dogs and whatnot. But so he drew this barbarian on this pug, and it became Battle Pug. And it was just funny to him. It was just a joke.
Pugs have a lot of following, too.
Yeah. Well, that is true, too. But he turned it into a web strip, a web comic, and he ended up winning an Eisner for his web comic, Battle Pug.
He won an Eisner over a pug comic.
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliance.
Yeah, but it originally started out as a joke. It was an idea to put on a T-shirt. Some of you all might be looking at the stains on my sketchbook, and I notice they're very prevalent in the video. But that right there is chocolate. Came off of a chocolate donut I had the other day that I laid on my sketchbook. This right here is probably frosting from another one. Maybe one of these days I'll actually clean it up.
I'm pretty sure you have a lot of artists and aspiring artists who all understand the mess we go through.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Michael, hey, how's it going, man? So I'm going to start recording because I'm going to work on a sketch. Actually, before I start on my sketch, I want to tell you what sketch I'm doing this evening. I was very much inspired by the Drawn and Quartered fan edition where they did the Universal Monsters and they all did the Creature from the Black Lagoon. That was a really, really, really fun video. I didn't watch it live because, I have to go to work in the morning, but I watched it while I was at work. And I actually enjoyed that one more than the Pro edition where they did the Wolfman. But needless to say, while I was listening to it and kind of glancing over at my phone every now and then while I was working, it kind of gave me an idea for doing my own version of the Creature from the Black Lagoon. And since I always have to put these things in the hero verse, that's what I'm going to do. So. Bethany.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to read the comments. Commodore said, yum. I guess he's talking about my chocolate donut. And Bethany says, I love the fan edition. Booster and Chester make a great team. They absolutely do.
You need to do more fan edition. I think you would really boost the channel with your...
Well, Chester has asked me if I wanted to join. I can. But it's Thursday nights, and I got to work Monday morning. So it's the late hour thing, and... I will try to do it one day, but at this point,
Friday morning, right?
Yeah, I have to work Friday morning. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I think it's funny in the fact that they moved the Drawing Blood show to Sunday nights. Actually, they're in talks of changing it up. They haven't decided exactly where it's going to be now. But when it was on Friday night, it was really difficult because I would work Saturday morning, early morning in my second job. And I haven't gotten an email from my manager yet, so I get to sleep in tomorrow morning, and I'm very excited about that.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bethany.
Go ahead.
Oh, Bethany says, I wish it wasn't so late as well. Yeah. I don't know. I think it has to do with
on the other side of the country, so that throws off.
That's exactly right. Some of them, not everybody's on the East Coast, so.
I got a funny story, actually, on that Drawn and Quartered Pro Edition.
Oh, yeah?
I dropped a super chat to promote Misfit Corner, right?
Oh, you did? Oh, boy, okay.
And Edwin, I didn't realize Edwin is talking about Hero and knows Hero and knows you guys can do it. Is that me? Oh,
no, that's me. I'm flipping the pages of my sketchbook.
Going steady, and I thought it was like a glitch. Anyways. And Edwin knows Hero, and he knows you guys, but he doesn't know Misfit Corner. So when I was like, props.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who that is. Wait. Can I do it? I don't know who that is.
That's pretty good.
I've been trying. I've been working on it. But yeah. And I was like, don't. And I have no way, because it was just a small super chat. It wasn't nothing to break the bank or brag about. But I didn't have enough to put like a link in it or something. So
well, I appreciate it. That's okay. Yeah, we haven't been. Hero isn't associated with Misfit Corner as much as I'd like it to be. I've got to do better on branding it, so that's something that I'll be working on with everything that comes from this point on. As a matter of fact, part of the show, the title of the show is going to be referring back to Misfit Corner Comics. And I think I got an idea for a good name, but I wanted to throw some names out there to you guys and see which ones you liked. I didn't have time to set up a poll or anything, but I wrote down some names last night. I was going through. Bethany had suggested the Drawing Puns website, and I got one about art, and I was going through it, and there were some really good ones in there. But I wrote down a couple of different ideas, but none of them were, specific to us and what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
There was Drawn to Art, which I like that one. The Sketch Pad, which I kind of like that one too. Work in Progress. It could be doable. Drawing the Line. Drawing a Crowd. And Drawing Blank Faces, where if you watch my video that I put up yesterday, I explained where that one comes from a joke about bad art teachers, what they're good at drawing blank faces. For some reason, I thought that was funny. But none of those are the name I'm going to go with.
I had an idea last week when you was talking. Well, I was watching the rewind because I didn't catch you guys live.
Yeah, what was your idea?
Because of your thing with drawing original characters and original pieces and having that kind of competition or show or whatever. Which is great. Oh, there he is.
Hey Avery, how's it going, man?
What's up?
What about drawing inspiration?
Well, that was one of the original ones I came up with. I thought
Maybe
of.
Subconsciously heard you say that.
But
stole your idea from you.
that worked initially, but I don't remember the reason why I decided not to do it. I think it was. I told Avery when I was originally trying to come up with ideas for a name that the name is probably going to end up being corny,
Well, one of your angles could be is since we all hang around Comicsgate. Some of us are full on in. Some of us just appreciate it. But whatever it is, whatever the reasons is, you could have people coming in drawing their own. And that's kind of a way to plug their stuff because if you get people on your show to perform or compete, that brings people in to watch your show.
Right.
So kind of a synergy there. So, they would be also, you would also be asking about their project or, kind of thing and plugging it in your own right. And it would be, like I said, synergy. The only thing
that I think that handicaps is not everybody who comes in is going to be working on a project. Somebody may come in just because they want to draw one night,
Well, that's the fun thing. They can be inventing a character. Like you just said, your point is to, what if you're inventing a character right now?
Right.
And this is the proof that you came up with this character on the spot. It's live. We've archived it. Something, I don't know. It's fun to have that originality, because I like all three of the drawing shows that there are now.
Yeah. No, it's still a possibility, but the one I liked the best was Drawing in the Corner. Did you just snicker? It's kind of corny.
Yeah.
But it's also related to the channel itself. Misfit Corner Comics, and I don't know about you guys, but I remember being a kid and getting in trouble and having to go sit in the corner and
drawing in detention.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I only ever did detention once, so I can't say that was a thing for me. But I like drawing in the corner.
My question is, since you want to be like Mike and you're going to be drawing, or are you going to have somebody kind of do a Chester Busby or a
I'm hoping we can get somebody to do that. I've hollered out to Commodore, who just said he's got to go, so that's no big deal. Take it easy, Commodore. We'll catch you next time. But either Commodore or D or Avid, if he's able to help out, that'd be great. P.S. Meltzer, I mean, if he wants to jump in, I mean, hell, to be honest with you, it's an opportunity to get Michael to get involved, and I may just have him join so that he can help us out, because he's not an artist. He will tell you right away he's not even very good when it comes to stick figures.
Be the Edwin Boyette of Misfit Corner.
He could be. Oh, I got to tell you a funny story. This morning, Mike took me to work because he needed the car, which is, it's a normal thing. It's not a big deal. But we went to Whataburger, which is a place I go on the way into work pretty regularly. And the guy there had seen us before, one of the guys there, but he always assumed we were brothers. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, I said, who's older? He says, well, you're older, but not by much. And I'm like, oh, jeez. I said, dude, this is my son. And he goes, really? And I said, yeah. I said, how old do you think we are? He says, well, he looks like early 20s, which, yeah, he's 25. He says, and you don't look but a couple years older. And I'm like, damn straight. He didn't believe me when I told him how old I was. So.
Without your driver's license form?
No, I did not whip out my driver's license form. Thank you, dear. But
they don't call us brother and sister anymore.
No. Actually, I've had situations where I've been in places with my daughter, and people have thought we were husband and wife, and I'm like, nope, daughter.
Yeah. That's always weird when I'm out with my sister and they do that. And then with my wife, until recently, they were always like, my wife has always aged like I'm going to say that. She's always aged really gracefully. She always looked like a teenager. And I didn't see it. Everybody else used to say it.
Yeah. Well, my wife, when we were in high school, she looked much older. And she had a job at a pharmacy, and she always had to look nice and, dress up and look nice. And there was one time where I came in, and I'm almost 2 years older than my wife. And I went in while she was working, and I came in to bring her some dinner, and I dropped it off, and I gave her a little kiss on my way out. And one of the elderly customers that was waiting called her a cradle robber. Because my wife, she was all dressed up and makeup and everything, and she looked older than she actually was. And I guess I looked like, a teenager or whatever. And
she also happens to have a good sense of humor if she heard you say that story online and didn't kill you.
Nah, she's not even listening. She's not even here listening. She was in the kitchen, and she left. Oh. But yeah, my wife was accused of being a cradle robber when we were just dating. Garage door? Whose garage door is open?
Yes, the ghost. We have a ghost.
You have a ghost?
We got an alarm system to keep up with the ghost.
Oh, okay. So, Avery, what's going on, man? Dream Mirror Brony says, it's not the years, it's the mileage. Yeah, that's the truth, too.
Did he just wake up?
Maybe. He's on mute right now, so. I was hoping Todd would join us. I want to congratulate him.
The new baby?
The new baby. Yes. He sent us pictures. The new baby's so cute and adorable. But then again, that's just my opinion. Oh.
So, kind of a topic of kind of, I guess, not Comicsgate, but comics world that surrounds us.
Okay.
You heard they attacked Peter Simeti?
Aren't they constantly doing that?
Yeah,
it almost seems like it happens all the time.
They called him a white... I can't get it out. They called him a white supremacist.
Yeah, again.
They called him a white supremacist. What?
Yeah, they do it all the time,
Yeah.
and it makes no sense. It's like, he's half Chinese.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't he?
Absolutely no, I guess Anglo. What would you call it? Caucasian isn't even correct, but he's not what you'd consider white.
No.
He's and he hit him back pretty good. He's like, look, you've spent 14 hours harassing an Asian dude. He's like, it's like, geez, these guys won't quit.
Yeah, they're insane.
That's...
Did you see that freak out video?
I haven't seen any video. What happened?
It's a video Mike Miller posted today.
I gotta go watch it.
It's just somebody freaking out at a protest at some dude's MAGA hat, and her argument for why she was so afraid of the hat was ridiculous.
I saw the video. I haven't actually watched it yet, but
it's hysterical. She's like, "Pay attention to feelings, not facts." She's literally saying, "Ignore the facts. Listen to our feelings. Your hat is scary." It's like, oh my god.
Like Joe Rogan says, which also I always notice he has to make the disclaimer. It's a stupid hat, but what kind of world is it that we are so screwed up over a hat that says "Make America Great"? I mean, it is. He's like, the only thing it says is "Make America Great," and we're all like worried about it. I don't get it. It's not like it says, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Remember when the red cap was such a thing back in the early 2000s because of Limp Bizkit and other hip hop artists wearing it?
Oh, I don't remember that.
You don't? Yeah, it was a big thing. For a second.
Dude, you're asking about
pop culture.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
rock
no,
band.
Not pop culture. Popular culture. I don't know anything about the popular stuff. Isn't that right, Avery? I don't know diddly squat.
Plus, it's a rock band. They were a part of that whole new metal thing.
Oh, you already read that. Okay, it's just my screen's catching up. I think. It's not it's the mileage, says Dream Mirror.
Yep. Bethany says, makes you wonder who the parents. Oh, she hit it. Must not have been a good. No, it's all right, guys. I don't really care. Who is it? I think it was D that kept.
Oh no, she didn't hide it. It's
okay. It's held for review.
You might not want to read that.
Makes you wonder who the parents are of these kids and how retarded their parents are.
Oh, there you go.
I don't mind. Be careful wearing the MAGA hats. Yeah, well, somebody I forgot who said it. It was somebody recently. It might have been Steven Crowder, I think. In one of his shows, he was saying that, you know, having the Catholic diocese guy come out and say that the kids should not have been wearing red hats, they didn't have a right to do it, is almost like, you know, saying to a rape victim, you shouldn't have been dressed provocatively.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's you know, that's not cool.
What I like about I don't know if I should. That seems too much like a name drop. I won't do that. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, that it's. I've noticed that quite a bit in my adult life. If you, I had a guy that used to live with me. He was a roommate, and I found out that I had pretty much inherited my dad's comic book collection and all the cool stuff that he had and moved it in with me. Right, so my room was like basically one giant book room or whatever. And cool stuff on the wall, figurines, whatever. And he would go use a knife to jimmy the lock and go inside, you know? Well, when I confronted him about it, he and the other roommates and all that treated me like I was the bad guy for confronting him, you know? And I remember that observation, I was like, whoa, I got like totally blackballed from the entire household because he was breaking into my room.
Well,
It's an observation I've always made of making the victim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, right? It's like that kid. Joe Rogan was even on his show. He's like, he had to get in it with somebody who didn't watch the tape. Joe Rogan's like, no, I watched the 2-hour tape. That kid didn't go up to no one. The guy was a kid, you know? Look, if the kid was doing something stupid, Joe Rogan would be the first one to say, you're an asshole, you know? But,
yeah, well.
But
they have a narrative and they won't believe anything, no matter what.
And the narrative is extremely racist. I mean, it's vulgar. Like Peter Samedi said, basically, anybody who doesn't fit into your narrative, anybody you attack and bully and are becoming the people you claim to hate. You're becoming a bully, or you're becoming an attacker, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just, as a parent, it was something. The person I was going to bring up that I don't want to name drop just because he doesn't like to get involved too much, but he made a very strong statement on this one issue because he's a father as well.
Yeah.
He came at it from a father perspective. How would you feel if you're a 17-year-old kid who's a kid? They don't know nothing.
Exactly.
It's something stupid. How stupid was we at 17? You know?
Oh yeah, exactly. Idiots.
Yeah, you've probably heard the expression where they said, you know, thank God there wasn't social media when we were kids, you know.
Yeah.
We would have been.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just watched quite a few things. Yeah. Oh that was Joe Rogan. Yeah. That would suck if we had social media. I'm worried about my kids. I'm like, do I keep them off of social media? Will that even help, you know? Or will they go to school and not know why kids are laughing at them because they've been the victims of posts and, you know, they don't have a computer to find out what's being said about them.
Yeah. No, our kids nowadays live in a whole different world than we did, you know. Which is, you know, that's kind of one of the things that happens with, you know, life, technology, you know, everything that happens in the world is everything moves on. But man, thank God there was no social media back when we were kids.
And just think of how bad it was then. Here's another thing that was going on. I switched over. The umbrella guy was just going off, and when we came over here, and he was saying how bad the block bots are, and people wanting to block if you have an opinion or if you're involved with Comicsgate. Basically, not even giving you an opportunity. If you just know somebody in Comicsgate, you might have been block botted.
Yeah.
And that irritated me because it reminded me of the religion I was part of, where I was telling you guys, you know, I was put out. You can't talk to this guy. This guy don't believe like we do believe, so you can't talk to him. That's not what freedom of speech is. That's not what a freedom of being and the right of pursuit of happiness and all that yada 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 that we're fighting for right now.
Right to association.
Yeah.
You're quieting me not because I'm harassing, but because I have an opinion. You know, I don't like Trump. I just don't like him personally. But as far as like I don't like the world we live in where that has had to happen for us to stand up and go, wow, there's a lot of things wrong. You know?
Yeah. Well.
You know,
what's kind of funny is I've always been of the opinion, you know, if somebody, you know, if you're a racist piece of crap, I want to know that. You know, if somebody wants to put a Nazi flag in their window, let them do it. Let them do it so that everybody around knows that person's a piece of crap. Stay away from them. You know, I'd rather know ahead of time. I mean, if you have an opinion of something like that, put it on a t-shirt and you should be more than welcome to be able to wear it. Because I'd rather be able to see you coming from a mile away and go, you know what? Avoid that piece of crap. Avoid that person at all costs. I don't want to have to spend the time it takes to get to know you to find out, oh my God, this person's a piece of crap, you know? But, oh well, no, we have to ban everything. Everybody has to hide. Everybody has to hide their opinions. Everybody has to hide their beliefs and their feelings because it might offend somebody.
That's another cult tactic. That's another cult tactic. Because they say, and some of them might be righteous in their at least thoughts, or they might be trying to do good. They keep it out so that it doesn't influence other people. I understand that because you have that guy who waves the flag freely. Somebody's going to agree with them and they're going to become a group. And so I see it from that point of view, but
yeah, well,
nobody ever said that freedom of speech wasn't a double-edged sword, you know?
Yes, but to give somebody who has opinions that are not like yours the freedom to express their own opinions, to assemble as a group, means you can say what you want to feel and means you can assemble as a group. You know, it's when we start banning people from being able to do it, everybody is at risk in those cases, you know?
So I take Avery's probably the person out of us that watches the news most than anybody. Am I wrong about that, Avery?
No, I don't watch the news at all anymore.
Okay. But,
yeah, you pegged that wrong, man.
Yeah, I stopped watching.
But you catch up on things like the new law in New York.
Yes.
See, I realized I started trying to tell my wife about it without really being, I guess you could say, educated. What is that all about? What is the actual breakdown of that?
All right, hold on a second. We're gonna stop really quick. This isn't what this show's about, guys. This is about drawing and talking about comics. We're not gonna go that far.
Okay.
Now, if we had Todd on, I might ask Todd about it because he lives in New York.
Yeah,
but,
he's in New York.
Yeah, otherwise, oh, geez, that would be really bad to bring up as a topic of conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, never mind. We wouldn't even talk about it then.
It's like, oh, you decided to have it when you went to the hospital for, oh, it's gross. Oh.
Yeah, so it's pretty much what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yep. But
all right, just making sure. Moving on.
All right.
It's disturbing.
So let's start talking about something that's even better. Let's start talking about something that we all want to hear.
Your Mario character ripoff?
My Mario character ripoff? Yeah, well, maybe.
It's very much like some of the characters from Mario.
Well, maybe I was inspired a little bit about that. Actually, no.
And there's a Pokemon that's kind of like it too.
Yes, I'm aware of the Pokemon that's like
that type of, I guess you would call anime, Japanese style.
Yeah, I was actually going for something else, but I forgot to look up the reference I needed ahead of time. So, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So the Burning One says hello. Hey, Burning One, how's it going? Says I didn't watch the news. More garbage than I can influence to worry about. This animal looks like it's wearing a metal suit. Well, to be honest, he was supposed to be a turtle, but a turtle that's no longer in his shell, and he's got a made shell, a fake shell. He's supposed to be like a nice turtle wearing a handmade, like made turtle shell. He says you can't draw a turtle without it being called a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ripoff or a Pokemon ripoff or a Mario ripoff. Yeah, well,
that's
all
what
right.
EVS said. So EVS just embraces it. He's like, hell yeah, I was a fan of Ninja Turtles, and hell yeah, I came up with Cyberfrog because of it.
Well.
And he's like, guess what? Ninja Turtles was fans of Daredevil, and there you go.
Yep, absolutely.
Isn't it a biblical thing that says there's nothing new under the sun? My mom always used to tell me that, and then I found out it was from the Bible. I'm like, Mom,
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard the expression before, but I never knew it came from the Bible.
Oh, yeah. Most of the stuff that we hear is somehow come from, the Bible and
Scripture. All right, this ain't Mike Miller's show either, guys. So.
I'm not even trying to go there.
D says, I don't know what that is, but it's ugly. Sorry, no problem, man. No problem. I was actually I was trying to do like my version, a hero version of the Creature from the Black Lagoon, but I screwed it up because I wanted to have see there's Avery again snickering.
It's like you are way off here.
Yeah, I know I'm way off, but
I
know that's all right. I had an idea and I did not accomplish it. Let's just put it that way. But that's okay. The burning one says King Solomon said there was nothing new under the sun. Well, that I can believe as well.
See, now since it was King Solomon, it wasn't biblical, it was history. Since they've proven he's actually existed. So.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of the people in the Bible existed too, so.
Yeah, but they don't have proof of it.
Well.
They just recently found proof of David, which does a lot of cool stuff. Which I'm not a Bible guy myself.
All right. For anybody out there that's new to this show, I want to tell you a little story. There's when we go visit my friend Todd in New York, there's a local eatery place that they like to go to. It's called Taco King. And you know what they serve at Taco King? Chinese food. But they also have hamburgers, fried chicken, tacos. They have a whole bunch of different types of foods. So it's a restaurant that caters to everybody in the neighborhood with all different types of food, but it's primarily a Chinese restaurant. But it's called Taco King. This evening, this is the hero hour. We're drawing, we're talking comics, but we've thrown in religion, we've thrown in politics, we've thrown in a little bit of everything for everybody. So this isn't normally what we do, but you know what? Hey, we're kind of inspired by events in the world. So
it's just
that was a long way around getting to, you know what? We talk about all different stuff here. So
none of my comics has come in the mail yet. I'm still waiting for all my Indiegogos, so I have nothing to talk about.
Oh crap! I got the one from Tim Lim. I still haven't opened it up yet. I was going to do it on stream, but I just keep forgetting about it.
My wife's just scared to fly and flipping me. Hold on, I gotta mute myself. I just got scared. Scary.
Don't you hate it when your wife scares you? You know.
My hallway is right. I'm staring in my computer screen, and the hallway is right behind it, so she can come up in the blackness and just be there. And I'll just all of a sudden look to the left, and boom, she's there. Like
I have a manager at my work who will often come and stand in my door. Now I'm facing forward, and my door is right over here, but it's kind of behind me. So unless I am paying attention, because I usually have my headphones on and I'm listening to YouTube while I'm working. If I'm not paying attention, he could stand there for a long time before I realize he's there. And I think he's learned he likes doing it. He likes sneaking up on me like that. So, oh man, drives me nuts. But oh well, whatever. I don't think any of the people I work with even know I have a YouTube channel. So,
which is the Indiegogo that you can't got?
Trump Space Force. I'm assuming so because I've been seeing everybody get theirs in the mail. So.
This is the first time I've heard of it.
Oh.
And I feel bad sometimes, but then I found out there's so much out there. Don't feel bad about it. You know, if you didn't hear about it, you just wasn't in the right place at the right time.
Yep. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. Oh.
My kid he moved on from Hero because we couldn't get him that. And he went to Doug to Naples.
Bigfoot Bill.
Yeah, he's such a fan of that, and I am too. I just, so I was looking for trying to get the two books for the price of one, pretty much, or two books for one price. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in time.
Well,
Money's still on its way. Kind of.
When it comes to Hero, trust me, I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it.
Sweet.
I gotta get a bunch of stuff in order. And you're local. I don't know why it's even an issue.
I'm still gonna pledge on Indiegogo.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. But
Have you decided on a relaunch date?
nope, not yet. I got to sit down and look at it. But most likely it'll be. Oh my gosh, this month's almost over, isn't it?
Yeah, no. If it's going to be in March, the time to start using those tools and the upcoming feature stuff is now.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll be my weekend chores to come up with a final date. All right, guys. That's I'm making the announcement today. We are going to announce on Monday when Hero Book 1 will be relaunched on Indiegogo. It's not going to be Monday, but we're going to announce when it's going to be done. I got to sit down and look at a calendar.
Make sure you send everybody that you know will get you on the show.
Oh yeah.
Try to make yourself a slot for a fan where you have to wake up early, but you might want to do that. That's a good way to get out there.
Yeah, I know. See, you know what I need to do? I need to go on the Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition. I need to beat the crap out of all of them, and then I need to get on the Pro Edition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I think you could if you just like the fan edition did did they do the creature? Yeah.
Yes.
That's my favorite. I have a Pinterest devoted just to the creature. And that's
really?
Yeah, that's who I was voted for on the Pro edition. So they did the creature, and I'm like, God, if I would have known that, I would have joined this one, because I have them on that other site. Anyways, they offer me every week, but right now has been a bad time for me on Thursday, so I understand where you're at.
Yeah. Let me see. The Burning One said, they also said if a man's wisdom increases, a man's sorrow increases. Okay. Does he have a monocle or is he wearing a helmet? He's wearing it's not a helmet. It's supposed to be a skull.
Right. I was watching the Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition, and I was like, Andrew needs to get on this, and he needs to draw the creature in his style, and it would be so dope.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing about the all the Drawn and Quartered and all that kind of stuff is like I have these overwhelming urges to draw whatever it is they're drawing as hero characters and not as they would be, What
you should do.
Well,
that's what you should do. That's absolutely the way you're gonna win. Some fan's gonna be like, "Oh, that's dope. I haven't seen that before," and you'll be like, "Yeah, well, I did the creature. This is the creature." The creature should. Was the creature in a Universal original, or was he something they borrowed from?
No. He was always a Universal monster. So
he'll never go into the public domain. But you still advertise Hero by just doing it in that style.
Well, the creature from the Black Lagoon, you can't. I believe you can do your own version. It's like Frankenstein. Frankenstein is in the public domain. You just can't do Universal's version of Frankenstein.
Right.
You can do your own version of Frankenstein. I believe the creature from Black Lagoon's the same way, but I'm not 100% sure. So.
Because if he was created by Universal, that would have been less than whatever it is, 80 years or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know 100% if he was based on any type. Like Frankenstein was a Mary Shelley book. I don't know if the creature from the Black Lagoon is the same way or not. But, hey, PS, how's it going, man?
Good. Just been working around the house, painting the ceiling in the living room and kitchen. I forgot how much work it would have been.
Hey, guys, give me just a second. I got to step away for a second. Talk amongst yourself. I'm right back.
All right. Hey, Avery. Hey, Kodiak.
Hey, what's up?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He's not here.
What's up?
Oh, idiot.
Do I cover for him and be loud as I can, or do we?
No. Leave him with dead air. Don't speak. Just dead air.
It's a triple.
He's such a putz. he cannot stop himself. I swear to God.
Yes, it's good to finally hear a voice behind the Wait, what? Who's the red? Is that?
Avery's the red one. The cat's me.
Okay. Yeah, I know the cat. I recognize the cat. It's good to finally hear a voice to the cat.
Yeah, I just appear on, I guess, different streams than you and me.
Yeah, I've actually seen you on big panels before, but it's hard sometimes to draw into who's talking sometimes. And I'm still
I don't talk too much because it's hard too, because when you have 10 people, everybody has an opinion. Some people are very, very louder and more into talking about it, depending on the person. So I wait, and I'm very polite, and it takes a minute for me to get my turn in.
Waiting for the break in the conversation, and it never comes.
Yeah, or then you're always like, and then you're like, yeah. And it gets a little jumbled sometimes. So it's like, yeah.
I hate when I wait for, I'm like, oh, I have a good thing to say. And then I wait, and then I finally get my chance, and I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Every conversation I've ever had in my life with Andrew.
Yeah. Wait, is that Andrew that does that? Or you? You're just waiting for your...
Yes, and then I forget what I'm going to say because he goes on and on and on.
Oh, it's important. It's important to have as many people in Misfit Corner as possible. So, because he's got good things to say, but you can't let him say it 20 times. You got to stop him.
You got to yell at him to get to the point. Like, stop telling me with what happened.
But he's watching you, Avery. I was watching last show, and you did. You yelled at him and said, like, get to the point. And he got to the point, and then 5 minutes later, he repeated everything.
Yes, yes, because he has to tell you the long, he has to tell you the long version. He can't control himself. He has to take the long route with everything.
I think we need somebody to play tennis with when it comes to conversation, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, even driving sometimes he has to go a specific way. Like we're driving down Southside Boulevard. Going to drop me off at my house and there's a turn on Southside Boulevard right into my neighborhood. And because he doesn't want to wait at that particular light, he goes all the way down to Beach and then all the way down Beach and then turns into my neighborhood. It's like that way is much longer, but he's like, I don't want to stop at that light. I'm like, the entire route's 3 minutes shorter if you turned at that light.
Oh, it must drive him crazy to go to Orlando. It changing every time he has to go.
Oh yeah, he's like that story. He had to take the long route and tell you and give you all that other information you didn't need to know, you didn't care about.
Oh God, it's so me. It's so me. I find myself like, if they don't know this piece of information, they won't have the whole view. It's like,
well, he'll tell you a 2-hour story and then be like, and that's how I ended up having tuna salad for lunch. I'm like, really? You could have just said I had tuna salad for lunch. That's all I needed.
It's like. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No. Go ahead.
It's like, yeah, I have that same moment. It's like, I hang out with certain, groups, and it's like when it's always two guys. It's me and these two guys, Risey and John Wallace. They both are very loud, especially if Risey's been drunk for a long, which is a lot. Yeah. Yeah, and they'll yell at each other, and then they keep going back and forth. They're two strong personalities, and it's hard to get anything in there. But it's fun still. It's like you'll just hear it from John. It's like, Risey, let me talk, let me finish, and you're like, but I end up muting one of them just so the other one could finish.
great.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. But no, I love them both. They're great guys. So.
I just woke up when I hopped on the stream. I'm so tired. I slept an hour and a half last night and fell asleep a little bit after I got home from work. And
I think I got like 4 hours myself.
yeah.
You have a different schedule than Andrew? Avery?
Yeah.
So you're a night worker.
No, early morning. I get up at like 3:30
So,
Ooh.
to be at work at 5.
so that messes up your whole week, even on your days off, don't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm naturally a night person. Like at nights when I want to be creative, that's when I want to draw, that's when I want to paint. And I have to fight that and go to bed. Well, it doesn't work.
Even the chat's calling out Andrew. He forgot the mute again, says Dream Mirror.
Yes. Yeah. These little turtle Oh, he bought some new headphones. I'm surprised he didn't tell a 3-hour story that he went and bought some Turtle Beaches.
Hail Lorenzo.
Yeah.
I never Slee Stack. I just see Lorenzo and I forget to read the rest of his name.
Yeah, El Lorenzo. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Cool.
Yeah, I always see him around, and it doesn't matter where I see him in the chat or whatever. He's always saying hey to me, so he's a cool guy.
Always supportive, yes.
Uh,
Because I'm surprised Beast Boy doesn't have his own quote. Is that we're on the Teen Titans thing?
Yeah, it would be nice, Avery, if you had like a special time you're off. I'd love to have both you and Andrew on my little show, drawings, just to see your work too, and having fun to promote you when Hero Book 1 comes back available on Indiegogo again.
Have you seen Avery's art?
I think I've seen one thing once,
Mhm.
and it was like I don't know, it's been a while, but that's about it.
I can't share anything because I can't get Photoshop to open. I left my stylus laying on my tab on the pen on the Wacom all night, so my screen stayed up all night, and the next day things are always weird. I have to restart the computer to get things working properly.
That sucks.
It does suck. I can get Illustrator to open, Acrobat will open, Premiere will open, Lightroom will open, but Photoshop won't open.
Avery, you said you don't have kids, right?
No.
Do you want to know what the single most aggravating thing about having kids is? The single most. This is my single most aggravating thing about having kids. That every family member, everyone, they're none immune to it, insist on buying the loudest, most obnoxious, noisiest toys for them.
Yeah, people do that on purpose. I always did that on purpose for people who had kids. For me, it was like, I was like, this is loud and annoying. I'm going to get this.
And the kid will only grab that toy if it's the most awkward time for you. If you're in, so the kid's in on it. It's part of the conspiracy. The kid is in on it.
Oh yeah, they can't help themselves. Yeah, but I do it on purpose.
I think my sister takes the kid to the side and says, "I'll buy you this cool toy if you take this really obnoxious toy that you don't like." Because I don't know why they get them. They're not even cool toys. Mm-hmm. It's like, if you take this toy, just anytime your father is trying to do anything, play it as loudly as possible and just hit the same button over and over. So boing, 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 like something that says, "Hi, everyone." They'll sit there and just play the button so it goes, "Hi, hi, 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 hi."
Yeah.
That's it. So it's conspiracy.
Another good one is like messy stuff too, because like I have 2 nieces and like we get I have to help take care of them sometimes once in a while. Yeah. Oh, guess what? The other side of the family gives them Play-Doh, that magic sand craft and stuff. Oh yeah. What happens? It gets everywhere. The slime, it gets everywhere, and then you're like, okay, what's on the couch? Okay, it's gonna take an hour to get it off, if that.
Yeah. I don't allow Clay-Doh in the house. Brony's got a good one. That's also like, that's just torture. It's not a pet peeve. It's torture. Stepping on Legos in the middle of the night.
That too. Yep. I hate little small toys. That's another one. One of my pet peeves is like, I like to get them big stuffed animals or whatever, something that doesn't have little tiny stuff. The mother will get my nieces small things, and I look at her. I'm like, you know what's going to happen, right? They're going to be everywhere, and you're going to be stepping on them. And actually, that's what happened. And it was Christmas time. It was Christmas, and they had made a mess. And I was helping out with this. What the hell you call this thing? Some kind of technology. It's the little Siri-like device. It's the Google one. So I'm trying to program that and get that for her.
Alexa?
It's something like it's either Alexa, Google, or something like that. Okay, Google or something.
Yeah, Google has its own. Yeah.
I'm doing the Google one. So I'm working on that, trying to program it, using the phone to get it to work. There's a mess everywhere. My nieces had made a mess, and she's walking, and she steps on something, and she slips and falls. We have hardwood floor.
Mm-hmm.
So she falls. So yeah. So like she pretty much banged her knee, elbow, and head. And my first worry was, oh crap. Are we taking her to the hospital for Christmas? That was my first reaction.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't that bad. But I mean, my mom's a pretty big lady. So, and she has bad feet and knees anyway. So I'm like, oh, this is not good. So I had to help her get up and everything. And but I'm like, yeah, you see why I was not trying to be mean, but I'm like, you see, this is why you can't have a lot of stuff or whatever, Yeah. And also, you should not try to be the best friends and actually try to be the grandparent and tell them, like, clean up your stuff.
Yeah. Okay, here he comes. We can hear him. Here he comes.
So was that 20 minutes of nobody talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead air.
Minutes of us listening to you.
Yeah, you left your mic on.
You could hear me in the living room?
We could hear. We heard you leaving.
Yes.
We heard you coming back very clearly.
Okay, well. Ooh. Did you hear me say something about my sister-in-law?
Yes, we did. Shut up, Avery.
All right, guys, don't be repeating none of that.
If you gave up any private information like your credit card numbers, no, I promise you, I did not copy it down.
Yeah,
you don't want his credit.
Yeah. Jeez. All right, so what did I miss in the chat? Let me get all caught up. Hold on. Oh, man, there's a lot of stuff going on. What the hell did you guys talk about while I was gone?
Well,
mostly how much we wish you would just step on a Lego.
Apparently, Bethesda sent out a leather jacket, and big surprise, it's bombing. Burning One says, I drew a Spider-Man, kind of looks like a rejected Power Ranger. Hey, if it doesn't have spider webs on, it could be an original character. You never know.
Yeah, true.
Taco stand sells tacos. Who knew? Sounds like DNC. If you're a hot dog vendor, sell hot dogs. Says Dream Mirror Brony. Were you guys talking about tacos?
No.
Okay.
We were literally talking about we want you to step on a Lego.
All right. D says, wait until after the government shutdown. A lot of people haven't been paid in over a month. That's true. The Burning One says, in a government shutdown, don't only government employees not get paid?
Yeah, federal.
Only some. My dad, who works for the government, I asked him, I said, hey, are you going to be furloughed? Because they got back from their Christmas vacation thing. And I said, so you're going to be off? And he said, nope. The DOD was completely funded, so he had to go to work. I was like, oh, man, I'm so sorry. He was looking forward to time off. But yeah, Dream Mirror Brony says he forgot to mute again. Laugh out loud. Okay, thanks, guys. Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going? Hail, brothers and sisters. Hail, Raven. Of course, hail, Terra. I think we forgot the true hero of Teen Titans, Beast Boy. Oh, Burning One, that's bad.
When that cartoon was out, the way they drew Terra, my wife was around that same age, and her name is Tara. So I heard you saying "All hail Tara" and all that last episode, and I was like, "Hey, that's my wife." Literally.
All right, so
Oh, I wonder if Lorenzo was one of the guys that helped Booster win last night.
Oh my God, that's going to be so epic! Did y'all hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Who won the Pro Edition?
Mm-mm.
Do you know who Booster is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Y'all might want to tune into the Pro Edition.
oh my gosh, does
Let
that
me
mean?
show you how Booster draws.
Wait a minute. Does that mean Booster's going to be on the Pro Edition?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't actually.
It's so
Yeah.
epic. It's on. I was asking them, do you think they're going to eat him alive or he's going to eat them alive? Not drawing, but just in combo.
Oh my goodness! You know,
Oh, he's trying to rack up votes of when on Twitter, like, come on. When I go to the Pro Edition, just vote for me. Get everybody, he's riling people up. Oh, God.
Yeah, dude, it's so.
Adrian Marabroni, take it easy, man. All right.
When you guys look at the YouTube, not our Google chats, am I blurry?
Let me look.
Seems pretty clear. I mean, we can see your work desk and so forth. So.
Well, that's good.
All right, because on my screen, it's the only screen that's blurry. It's strange. But I've heard them other people mention that kind of thing. Anyways, moving on.
All right.
Yep, it's gonna be funny. Somebody needs to start making sound clips out of it because it's gonna be that kind of show.
Yeah, I wasn't on that. I wasn't watching it too much. I had it on the background because I was on another stream. I was doing the hottest women in independent comics with a bunch of other guys, like with Slick Jimmy and guys like Crypto and all that. So I kept watching it, but I let them know when to vote, so we would all jump over to help vote for Ninja, because we were going to vote for Ninja, and we did, but I guess we weren't enough. So Ninja came on after the show was over, and then we ended streaming. Ninja was like, "I'm pretty ticked off that I lost." He got second place. He was like, "I thought I won." He was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry."
See, I don't know if there'll be in my drawing live stream if there'll be like a competition or something. I don't know, maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah, well.
Okay, well, we just got a weird, unexpected somebody at the door. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. It's kind of late for somebody to be at the door at 8:30 at night, unless you ordered a pizza.
Nope. We're going to check the cameras.
That's when I show up at the door. That's when I show up at the door with a little something.
Well.
If I'm not back, they killed us.
It's Jacksonville. It's possible.
Oh, did you guys hear about? I don't know. No, I can't say. I can't say that about the stream. But it was one of those things I saw Weaponized Nerd Rage talk about. He posted about some of the crazy stuff in Florida, and one of them was pretty good. Where I woke up this morning, like I guess 4 a.m., and there's two lunatics dueling each other with chainsaws.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it doesn't shock me.
We had a guy just recently was arrested for animal abuse when he made a beer run into a little Jiffy store carrying an alligator.
Oh, Jesus. Yep.
And you may ask, why did he bring the alligator with him? He thought it was funny. Needless to say, he's spending some time in jail for that. But
I can believe that.
Welcome to Florida.
Yep.
We're insane.
Well, when I heard that, my first reaction was, well, what did you want him to do with the gator? Leave him in the driveway? In the parking lot?
Leave it in the car.
I don't think he had a car, to be honest with you.
Oh. Was it at least on a leash?
Nope, he just had it under his arm.
See, that's just irresponsible.
I know.
There's leash laws for a reason, people.
There is leash laws for a reason. I'm fairly certain he didn't take the time to tape its mouth shut or anything, so... Depending on the size of the gator, that thing probably was and yeah, well. It's just one of those things that you do to freak people out, See, anybody not living in Florida would be like, going, oh my God, he did what? And people living in Florida says, yeah, and what's your point? Some guy walks into a bank with a boa constrictor wrapped around him. This is Florida. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can tell this one without making it sound too wrong, but okay, there was this other one. I don't know if you heard about this one where it involved a man and a prostitute, and payment was $5 in Pringles, and he was dissatisfied, so he asked for his $5 back, and then he shot her.
Ouch.
God.
So guys,
that was
if you hear
Jack.
an explosion, it's just me opening a strange package that was at my door.
Okay.
Well, as long as you didn't steal the package, it probably won't explode. You heard about that NASA guy that was rigging packages?
Guys, just as I open it, Andrew, no. I didn't hear about that. Wow, dude. This freaking package came in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
What is it, Anthrax?
Yeah, it's Anthrax, all albums. I mean, no.
The complete discography.
No, it's art stuff. And oh God, dude, dog. This is literally it was 3 o'clock. This came in the same day.
Well, we have a Amazon shipping warehouse here.
So that, yeah, okay.
You can actually get stuff same day from Amazon here in Jacksonville. So.
Oh, these are so pretty. Well, of course, got the comic board.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, got it. I was running out because I used so much of it to test it out. Which I have something that on string would be a perfect question. Anyways, I'm missing one of these because I got the first one.
Okay.
Just perspective.
Cool.
Noir, how to draw Noir comics.
Very good.
And framed ink.
I have framed ink. That's a good book.
Yes, that is an awesome book.
I got it. See, good. I'm glad I got it then. I'm not gonna go flip through it yet on stream, but.
Lorenzo says Booster seemed horrified that he won, but Raven willed it. So there you go. There you go.
He's like,
hey,
no, I have to go on.
Another book, Kodiak. Another book that you might be interested in. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but have you ever seen the book 100 Bullets?
No, I haven't.
Okay. That's definitely another one you need to look at.
Guess what I have coming in the mail?
What do you have coming in the mail?
Both Volume 1 and 2 of Scalped. You definitely turned me on to that book.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
I love the work in that book. I don't know the story.
Well, keep it away from the kids. It's definitely adult oriented.
Yes.
So. Yeah. Oh boy.
The question I wanted that's comic related and education related. Now, I've kind of looked up stuff before, but I kind of let myself get confused again. You know the standard like comic book board, right?
Yep. That's 11 by 17, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Right. On the bleed, I always stick to the live area, right? I stick to it, but I've been seeing a lot of people, I think even Doug, who they do use the bleedy areas, at least the first. Mm-hmm. How's that work? How can, because I could use a little more drawing space, but
it's all in when you resize it for printing. When you resize it to the template, it gives you more play.
Okay, so if I do use it, I will have to shrink it down using like Photoshop or something.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
But it should be fine.
What's the
Yeah, part of it's going to get trimmed, but that's a good way for doing full bleed.
Yeah, isn't it like 63%? You had to reduce the size like 63% or something like that.
Yeah, you can go even
but
more.
you can do even more. Yeah. You're not limited. That used to be like industry standard, but
I can use the live area and just be safe all day long, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm just going to keep doing that.
That live area is where you have to make sure your word bubbles are.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just keep doing that. It's no, you know.
You can do anything you want to do, man. You can do it all.
Especially with like Photoshop and all the programs that you can fix all your mistakes on. What else can you?
One of these days, Kodiak, you'll get like me and Avery, where you never have to fix your mistakes because you never make any. You know?
Yeah.
See, I got Avery to chuckle again. See, there you go.
So
Do you know how many of my mistakes he has to fix?
do you block out your stuff, or does Avery? Do you just send him your page and he pulls it off the page?
Well, when I send him a page, it's multi layers, characters, backgrounds already in the template that I have set up. So and I send it to him full size at 300 DPI, so he does all the coloring on the original size, which is 18 by like 14 or something. It's larger. I scan it in and I set it up larger than a regular size page, just simply because the original aspect ratio for Hero was supposed to be 8.5 by 11. So not comic book size, larger than comic book size. So.
Yeah, album size.
Yeah, album size.
So he's able to just color. He doesn't have to ink, if you will.
Nope.
Your stuff.
Nope. He colors, and then he bills me.
You do pencils, then you ink, and then you do some digital because you got to get it prepared for your colors.
Honestly, I barely pencil. What I usually end up doing is I'll use pencil or ink to do a quick layout, to get the idea of what I'm doing, like for a panel, and then I'll scan it and size it so that it fits my template that I have set up. Because each of my pages are 3 panel pages. That's just how I like to do it. And I'll resize in Photoshop the sketch I did. And then I'll print it out so that it's at the right size ratio. And then I go right to my light box and I go right to inking. I usually don't do initial pencils at all. So if I'm doing pencils, it's because I'm doing a layout. So
all about the process, you know.
Sometimes, I mean, if you're comfortable enough going straight to inks, you can skip steps. You know,
right?
That's just how I like to do it. So
I'm nowhere close to being where I would like to with inks. If I could just do pencil, man, I can probably get better with pencil. And then if I knew an inker, you know, that we could work together, that would be so great, because then I could focus on penciling, and I think my work would be so much better. Actually,
Avery, I don't know any inkers. Do you?
No.
Not any ones that do it professionally.
Right.
Yeah, almost everybody that we know that does comic art or you know, that we know personally does pencil and inking themselves. So yeah, there's artists that we like that do that, and we always follow that mold. Like Kevin Nolan's like one of those guys that when he inks his own stuff, it's fantastic, you know. Not that I know Kevin Nolan personally. I just, you know, I was really trying to name drop there, guys, but it didn't work. So, all right. Well, guys, you know what? We're going to wrap this up for this evening. We're starting to lose viewers, and that's okay. But I saw your comment, D. I appreciate it. If you're able to help, that'd be great. If you can't, it's not a big deal, man. No worries. But you were like one of the first people I thought of. So, but everybody out there, Lorenzo, Dream Mirror, you know, Bethany, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I am so sorry I had to step away. We have a little bit of family drama going on, and I mean, most of my family knows not to call me at this time because I'm in a live stream, but some people just don't know. And some people just don't care. But, oh well. All right, guys, join us Monday. We're going to do some more. And, all right, I'm still not 100% sure on the show, the name for the Friday show. I'm still working on it. We'll figure it out eventually. But thanks a lot for joining, everybody, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, all.
Bye.